Hi everyone. This video is going to discuss about how to test change of authorization from free radius using Dalo radius frontend. So in this setup, I have an IPOE subscriber that is connected to a Juniper box. So the subscriber is displayed in this output. I just have one subscriber for the sake of explaining this procedure. Now, if I were to check the subscriber extensive command, we can notice that there is a firewall filter applied to this subscriber, and the filter is right now having a 2 meg limit. Now if I need to change this firewall filter dynamically without disconnecting the subscriber, that is when we go for change of authorization. Now instead of this 2 meg filter, I want to create a 5 meg filter mapping for this subscriber. So if I check on the filter configurations, I do have a 5 meg filter available within the box. So the radius has to just point to this particular filter instead of the 2 meg filter that we see here. So now if I go back to my Dalo radius, by default, the user that is configured is set to have a reply attribute of 2 meg filter, which is what is applied, as you could see here, right? Now, if I want to change this dynamically to a 5 meg filter, what I need to do on the Dalo radius front end is first I go to config option right at the top, and under that there is something called as maintenance. And if you click on disconnect user, here you first have to select the user that you want to do change of authorization. You see there are two options: packet of disconnect, that is to disconnect the subscriber. The other one is change of authorization, which will not disconnect the subscriber, but it will only update the changes like the filter and the speed. So first I select change of authorization, then I select the NAS which is controlling that subscriber, in this case which is 196, and the attribute. This is where we have to specify the change that is required. Now how do I find the change? I already know that if I go back to the list user, edit, on the reply attribute for this user, this is the filter return attribute that the Redis is giving. So I'm calling this variable and I'm going to give the new value. So I go back again to config, under maintenance, disconnect user, select the user that you want to change the authorization for, change of authorization, NAS IP address, and the attributes here you just give this value because this is what you're trying to change. Now if you look at this, we know that the 2 meg filter is already applied, but I want to now point it to a 5 meg filter. So that's pretty much what I need to do, because I had previously given limit 2 meg, right? And I'm just changing it to 5 meg. Now the most important point is, look at the session ID. This ID should not change once it is executed, the change of authorization. So I'm going to go back to the Dalo, and when I do test, you see it has performed a change of authorization request. It's pushed this filter with 5 meg limit now, and it's received an acknowledgement as well, as you can see here. Now if I go back to the box and I again check show subscriber extensive command output, I should have a 5 meg filter applied. So you can see it is dynamically updated the change of authorization from 2 meg. And the key part is the accounting or the session ID, they should not change. So if I go back earlier, you see the Redis accounting ID and the session ID are pretty much the same. This indicates that the subscriber is actually not disconnected, but dynamically the COA has changed the process. Hope you enjoyed this session. See you soon. Bye.